Yeah, sure. Okay. We're done with this. Going to 3D print this? No, not this. Something else. Something else. This one, or maybe this one. If it turns out to be nice. For now, I give it like 3 out of 10. So this needs to become much nicer for me to print it. Yeah. I'll call it a day today. I think I think we're done. I think we're done. So one more stream with painting. And then the project will be finished. Hi, it's me. This video is going to be something a little bit different. No camera, no tutorials, just my voice. Because I think I have something important to say for a change. And by important, I don't mean something new, not at all. But I do think that from time to time someone needs to repeat the important things. I've been a university teacher for 6 years now, and before that, a student. Those of you who are familiar with the content of this channel know that I mostly teach architectural design with a very strong focus on computation. Makes sense, since that's what I was trained for. During these past 6 years, I have noticed a pattern among students, and when reflecting on it, I understood that I used to follow the exact same pattern. To a varying extent, we tend to look at computation as something that generates designs with one click. All you need to do is just write a script. That's the designer's dream, right? Borrow a script, click your mouse, and here's the finished product. This tends to create a certain laziness in the designer. Anything that requires you sitting down and putting in time to painstakingly model out a part of the project is regarded as not efficient. We start evading those type of tasks and try to focus on, the big picture in quotation marks. Some sort of a big script that will solve everything for us. Anything that it doesn't solve is just details that are not important. Well, I got news for you. They are indeed important. Simulation, optimization, and any other zation are just tools that should be used to inform the design, not to create it. You are responsible for creating it. If you just rely on one of those modern digital design techniques, your project will stay in this Plato's realm of forms, never bridging the gap with reality. Only when you put in effort to model out every nook and cranny of your design will you be able to bridge that gap and produce something that is believable. And of course, here I'm painting the picture with just the extremes, but I think we need to understand the extremes to be able to position ourselves between them. This is where the Bunny Mecha project comes in. During one of my streams, I was doing a small Blender sculpt of, something that resembled a bunny head, I guess. Just a sketch, nothing concrete. As later I began cleaning it up in Rhino and working on it more manually, I noticed that more and more people in the stream chat started saying, why don't you just use quad remesh to clean it automatically? It's just going to take a few seconds. And to that I kept repeating because I don't want to hand over the control of it to the program. This made me understand the main point that I'm trying to make here. When we try automating things or when we use tools that put everything under the same blanket, we lose control as designers. In this case, I was determined to keep full control at every single stage of the design. Oh boy, was it painful. I'm an architect, right? Even worse. I'm an architect who uses Grasshopper. Tedium, to a better extent, has been cut off from my workflow, for better, or for worse. And in this case, I wanted to see what would happen if I embraced the tedious tasks. What would happen if I spent time thinking about the position of every single point of the shape and drew every single surface by hand. Well, by the end, it was quite rewarding, really. I knew exactly what I was doing at every step of the process, and mind you, I was learning the tools and the workflow at the same time. And by the end of it, all I'm left with is a model that is clean. I can say that with full confidence since I have modeled, textured, rigged, animated, and printed every part of the model, multiple versions of it at that. Could it have been done faster or more efficiently? Well, there is no doubt in my mind that it could. But doing it slow has given me enough time for me to think about why am I doing the things that I'm doing, and has given me the chance to come up with multiple approaches to the same design problem. I think there is a huge value in that. This is something that we tend to lose when we focus on efficiency, speed, and paths of least resistance. All I can hope for is that this project will speak for the balance that is vital between the creator and his tools. Finding that balance is something that each of us has to do. I'll see you in the next one. Later.